and gentlemen, today we're going to be ranking every single event all the way from the beginning of FC Mobile, starting at the anniversary event, all the way till now in the grassroots events. Now I'm doing this because I want to see the trend of FC Mobile. Did it get more fun over time? Did it get worse over time? Let's find out, lads. Alrighty, lads, as you can see right here, this is going to be the ranking system we're going to use. I got goated, amazing, decent, then pay to win, which is worse than decent, then dog water, poo poo, okay? So now starting off, I'm going to start off with, in my opinion, one of the most integral events to FC Mobile, which is going to be the team of the season one. Now let me explain where I'm going to put this. Alright, so as you can see, you can look at this. We got the free Mascherano's that you get daily in this event. We had this claw player thingy that I was addicted to. I know you could only get Mascherano once, but I kept going on all of them because I don't care. We had the usual version here where we could just do the top one if you didn't want to do all of them. You know, if you were just trying to grind, I could get through like 4 of my different accounts for my series, just do crazy, done. And then you got to do that head-to-head. It was fun. You had a lot of events. You had so many rewards, dude. So many Mascherano's. There is no event that will ever top this. That's all I'm going to say. You got to pick these players, but guess what we did? We went for the shards. Of course we went for the shards. We did not want these players. And then we also got this again. I went for the Mascherano here, but I remember people went for that 104 to 107. There were so many posts. I'm pretty sure like people made videos on it. It was hype. But anyways, that's it for the TOTY. Let's go back. That's why I'm going to go ahead and put the team of the year of this year into the GOATed section. This event was the best event. I don't think any event's going to ever top this. So this is going in the GOATed section. Now let's go to the next one. Alrighty, lads, the next event I'm going to be going up with is going to be, let's take this Heroes one, okay? Now, the Heroes one I've got a special spot for. Now, this Heroes event was integral to a lot of us for quite a few reasons. First of all, they got that Ginola card, which dominated head-to-head for literally seasons. And then you cannot forget these free players we got. We got these, like, Tricky BS, a Conductor. I remember I used Beasley for a long time. We even got Rise, I believe, from these sections on the side. So I think this event was really important for free-to-play players and even for pay-to-win because you could add them to your team. And this Ginola card was just busted out of his mind. So I'm going to have to go and put this into the amazing. I don't think it was near something like the TOTY or whatever, but it was still integral to the game. Now listen, dude, the next one I'm kind of going with all the good ones early, but I'm sorry, I'm getting excited, but we need to talk about Trophy Titans, okay? Now, Trophy Titans did not have the craziest cards, okay? They had like, what, Kohler, they had some lame cards, but they introduced something really crucial. And you're looking at it right here. We need to talk about shards, man. They brought in shards on this one. I double checked with a few people. Trophy Titans brought in shards. So you could trade for Maicon. You could trade for Ribéry, Kohler, Schmeichel. The shard system, like, literally changed the game, bro. Like, people complain pay to win, whatnot, but now you have at least a guaranteed chance. If you do those 3K gem packs, you can get that one player you really super want, okay? So we got to be happy for the shard system. I'm going to go ahead and give this amazing because it's not goated. It was a pretty trash thing, but they released a really important component to the game. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in amazing. Now, next up, I've got a pretty lame one, okay? Now, I'm saying this because Carnival, I think it has so much hype, you know, it's based on a cultural, like, event or something, I believe, and I think they could do a way better job. So you're thinking the Carnival event, I think you could pick like 100 shards or something, those tokens, I don't care, this was boring, but all they had was literally Zico, Roberto Carlos, and Diaz, and in my opinion, that's a really small selection, and the event was only 2 weeks long, it was really short, I could barely pick up anyone, they didn't even offer that many packs as a pay-to-win player, or even as like free-to-play, I assume there's no way you can pick that up. 1,000 shards is fine, but there wasn't anything exciting, man. I feel like they could have had more things you could build towards in those 2 weeks, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a pay-to-win because I feel like it was genuinely pay-to-win based. And even as a pay-to-win, I didn't want to do it, dude. And then following this up with another really, really trash one, I'm going to have to go with the La Liga event. Now, I've got a reason why I hate this. Now, this event just had a genuinely boring selection of cards, and the thing is, you literally couldn't exchange for them, okay? You couldn't get the cards you wanted. There was no exchange section, thereby making these cards useless to spend gems on and FC points on to pack, because you either got it or you didn't, and they had those stupid market picks for this event. So this is the one I'm talking about. They hyped this thing up so much, but it really was underperforming, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this La Liga event and put it into Dogwater Poo Poo. You couldn't even exchange players. First one to go into Dogwater Poo Poo. Just don't repeat this again, genuinely. I guess you could get, in this event, you could pick out your, you know, like those La Liga icons. I think it was this one, guys. I'm trying to find it, but I think it was this one. But let's go back. I'm gonna go put it in Dogwater Poo Poo. I don't see the hype in it. Now, next up, just for fun, I put in the gold, the silver. That was the bronze. Where's the silver one? There's the silver one. I'm putting these in goated because without the base cards, what do we, you know? So I'm putting these there, goated cards. Now, next up, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this one. A lot of you might have forgotten this one, but I remember this one because I actually grinded in the game for a lot of fun. It's the Sunshine Ballers. Now, the Sunshine Ballers event, all you need to know is you were able to do these events, you know. I think they had an extended one on the weekend with the double scores, but you got to do these daily. You also got to, like, exchange them for the things on the bottom. So you got those untradeable cards, and a few of them were tradable even. This is back when tradable was a thing. The market actually mattered. EA, you did a good job. It was fun to grind this. I actually liked using my team. I like playing, you know, head-to-head, bro. It's fun, okay? So really fun stuff, but I'm giving this a good rating. We're going to go ahead and put Sunshine Ballers in decent. It was a pretty fun thing. It was short. Now, this also links into the next one where I'm gonna go into the Songkran event, okay? Actually, Songkran can wait because I need to talk about pitch beats. This is important. Pitch beats 1, of course, had 4 different sections. We had like rock, classic, blah, 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 and the players were themed around it. Really cool topic. It's like 4 different events in one event. And that kind of made it good and bad. So we had the roll dicey one and the classic one. Absolutely classic, but I don't remember if we were able to do it too many times. Second one, we got to pick up Drogba, just shards, you know, usual classic deal. We got to pick up Mascherano's. And this is also when they introduced that crazy cool, oh my god, you know, division rivals. They hyped it up for some reason. I don't know if they hyped it up or if it was hyped up, but that was cool. But we need to go back and talk about these cards. They had a cool selection of cards, okay? We had like Schmeichel, we had Zidane, we had really cool cards. The event was nice. I don't really remember playing too much in-game things, but I'm giving this a good. Now let's go back to the Songkran I was talking about. This one's really short. Pay to win. Super pay to win. Cool cards. We had Rio. We had Cole. We had Giuli. But I had my own one thing pulled up. We had all of these cool ones. This was, I believe, right after the La Liga and the Carnival, I guess. I see both of them and the TOTY. But really cool packs, but it was super pay to win. I enjoyed it as a pay to win. I packed so many cards. My free-to-play friends did not, so we're putting it in the pay to win. Now, next up, we're going a bit far back into this, okay? Now, if you've been watching this long, you actually care about the video. We're gonna go into rule breakers, okay? Now, you might have forgotten about rule breakers. Rule breakers, you gotta pick up these boys, okay? Everyone went for Ake. Why would you want Girassi or Madish? Dogwater cards all the time. We went Ake. These were the selections, okay? Decent cards. It was kind of cool, you know, no one cared. You kind of did whatever you did, and it was, I don't even remember if it was a full event, but I'm rating this I'm gonna just say decent, cool event. I don't think it was anything crazy. We're not putting in Dogwater Poo Poo. It was not pay to win. I mean, it's just decent, okay? Maybe I need to add another section here. It's just bad. Let's do that, actually. Okay, this is an like it's not decent, it's an So that's where we're putting rule breakers. Now, the next one we need to talk about is actually pretty integral to FC Mobile itself, which is gonna be, no, not this one. Where's the Thunderstruck? It's gonna be the Thunderstruck one, okay? So looking at the Thunderstruck one, here's what I gotta say. Cool cards. We got Mbappe. We got Olise. But a bad thing was the event ended too fast. I'll get to this picture. Chill out. The event lasted, you could see it for longer than you could actually claim some players, and I myself could not claim the Lampard or someone I wanted. I couldn't claim him. But another thing they added, you could take the easy route or you could take the hard route. This made grinding easier. I could go on account 1, boom, grind it. Second account, boom, third, fourth, fifth. I have series, I have accounts, I need to lock in. So this, phenomenally, a good job. It was decent, I guess, but they kind of tricked us with how fast it was paced or whatnot. Now, let's go into the next one, which is going to be Rivals. One of my favorite, all-time favorite, okay? Let me explain why. Listen, you got to, shout out to FIFAMobileGuide.com and also FC Mobile Forum. I got a lot of my pictures from them, but we got to pick between Maldini and Zanetti. And you also had that CR7 card, which is absolutely dominated this event, okay? Just that CR7, that Salah card, we have Maldini people were rocking, just phenomenal event. It really made that blue-red thing much better than the Aqua versus Inferno, which I'll get into later. But this event, we've got to go ahead and put it into a goated, bro. I'm putting it in the goated classic. It was early, it was fun, it was amazing, great event. I'm happy with this. Now the next one is kind of controversial, and I'm gonna be talking about Code Neon, okay? So listen, Code Neon, usual stuff, normal, but the challenge mode was fun. We had the gallery, the normal stuff, but this whole bot thing they introduced was so cool. I love this. I think it was on the April Fool's timing as well. I don't know if they showed up in April Fool's, but it was so fun, really innovative from FC Mobile, really, really cool stuff. I love this event. They also added those diamond stats, okay? If you want to see what I'm talking about, let me show you. Now, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I couldn't find any on the Neon one, but they look like this. I'm pretty sure they introduced this in the Neon event, okay? So including the cards, they had like Maradona come out in this event, Bobby Moore, those kind of cool cards. I'm going to put this in decent, bro, because it was pretty pay to win at the end of the day, but the addition of those bots, the addition of the challenge mode, I'll give kudos to it, okay? Now, the next event I want to talk about is Shapeshifters, which is really similar to the summer event. This one, again, you could grind these events. They were double on the weekend, so you actually got to play against people. It was fun, okay? You got to play against people. Then you got to come here. You had tradables and untradables. Tradables were more expensive. You could get them with FC points, but it just made sense, even as a pay to win, to just grind the points and get it, you know? Like, free to play. So, genuinely amazing. I'm gonna give this an amazing, guys. It's even better than decent because the card themselves, having a Lukaku as a striker, having a goalkeeper as a striker as a goalkeeper, I'm pretty sure that stuff is so cool to me. Really innovative. You could try fun stuff. You could have a lot of fun. So I'm giving this an amazing. Now, the next event we need to talk about is one that is really close to my heart. It's going to be the Hall of Legends event. Now, the Hall of Legends event, as you can see right here, is when I started my YouTube channel. I packed Hall of Legends R9, and I was like, I gotta make a video on this, man. Similar to the Euro timing, actually. I started on Euro, but you get the idea. Now, the reason why this event was goated is because you had that free R9. Everyone picked up that darn free R9, dude, and it was so annoying, because I packed the 101 version, but everyone had the free-to-play version, and I was so jealous. And you also got that cut kitty cut, you know, uniform, so that was absolutely phenomenal. I love this event, dude. I like this event. There wasn't anything crazy, but the fact that you could get those players was really cool. You could grind towards someone you actually wanted. So W for EA on that. In truth, I'm going to give this one decent. It was fine. R9 was cool. Pretty lit. Good job, EA. Now, I'm not going to even go into why, but everyone knows both Ragnarok events were just straight up pay to win, in my opinion. No cool cards came out. We got Rio. Nothing to grind for. As in this event, even, dude, you need to add more ways for people to get coins. Like, seriously, I'm at like 20 billion coins. I'm broke. You guys need to make it more affordable to get tradable cards. This event was nothing hype. I don't want to give it even time. Now, the next one I want to talk about is going to be the Retro Stars one. So, Retro Stars is pretty simple. Remember, you were able to pick up this, you know, you could get those cards over the Mascherano or the 97 to 100. But I'm going to go ahead and put this one into, I guess, amazing. Not amazing, decent. I really appreciated the animation they had for this event. The walkout was truly cool, dude. It was genuinely cool. I like it when EA puts effort into these kind of things, you know? So I'm going to give this decent. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and put Grassroots into pay to win. I don't need to go into depth. I feel like they're just building towards anniversary right now. I'm really excited for upcoming captains, but Marcelo, hype Marcelo, maybe Marcelo, a lot of new cards coming. Actually, all these guys came, so I'm gonna give this a lot of cool cards. Actually, decent. A lot of new cool cards, but nothing to work towards. Closa, Zero Roberto, who cares, man? Papa. Now, we need to talk about the 1-year anniversary event, okay? Because this one brought me some real pack opening addictions. This is what we're gonna be looking at, guys. The main thing I want you to pay attention is they brought in this flash sale section, dude. It was insane, okay? I kept rolling. You could get some insane discounts. You could get so many Mascheranos. You could get like some crazy like 101 to 103 packs. It was addicting, okay? They had rewards, main section, usual stuff, you grind, classic. Bale terrorized for so long. This event terrorized with their Bale, okay? But that whole, you know, like that section with like the flash sale and everything, from a pay-to-win standpoint, I really like that. Even, I didn't spend much back then, but I really like that event. Anniversary, they banged on with this. Shout out to them. Now, I'm gonna go with the Christmas one. I always think EA clutches up the Christmas season. Now, I don't know if this is because I'm all warm-hearted and stuff during the Christmas. I love the winter season. But all we need to look at is right here. We had that Ginola card come in. They had that shards. I like the shards in this one too, man. I picked up Pele. The Pele card was scary, dude. I picked up that Pele, that Ginola Cafu. You got that free Cole Palmer on the cam position. It was nice and warm and cozy. It was winter. So in honor of Christmas, I'm gonna give this decent. The event was good. There was a Terrorizing Isaac card. Not bad. Now I'm gonna quick rank a few of these ones, guys. The National Valor is the one I'm gonna go with. Now, this event brought a few players like Drogba, Nakata. Al Jabbar was pretty OP in this one. I remember Son was also good, but mainly they brought in a lot of Indian representation in this one, as well as other countries. But they brought in like Sunil Chetri, they brought in Singh Sandhu, a lot of cool players. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good rating. We're going to go ahead and put this event into, let's say, the amazing, a lot of, regional showcase. I think they should have shown more National Valor. There are other countries they need to show. But shout out for India. Now, next up, we got the Winter Wildcards. You already know what I'm going to say about Winter. They had me gambling like crazy on this event. I was picking up so many of those Tapsoba and those Zardes cards. I wished I packed Messi, I didn't, but these were the card selections. I don't know, man. I'm just nostalgic. I love this event. They had the right card. I remember rocking that Rodri. I wanted Messi so bad, could not get him. Great selection of cards, but just generally, so many things you could do in this. That dice one was so fun. Shout out to them. Now, next up, lads, we got someone important. We got Team of the Season, okay? So with Team of the Season, we have the usual, things. You have to grind so much of this, though. I played so many head-to-head matches because it was pretty expensive to claim the things you needed. Crazy selection of cards as per usual. But I remember they messed up that Vinicius Jr., his weak foot. Some crazy stuff was going on in that event. But the main thing was the exchanges. It was fine, okay? It was fine. Nowhere near as close as the exchanges. Actually, the exchange was insane. Sorry, I messed up. I packed Messi from this, okay? I loved gambling those 4 cards for 3 cards output. Bring this back, bro. Bring this back. I love this. I don't like the exchange nowadays. EA, please, if you're watching this, bring back the old exchanges. People love those. Now, the new Team of the Season, I don't want to talk about much. We just went through this very pay-to-win, super pay-to-win. Hype was there, but they killed it. They could have done it like Team of the Year, but they did not give any resources. We're putting it in pay-to-win. Now, the next event is going to be the Euros one, and now the theme song for this one is super insane, but let's take a look at this. You had this thing. You could pick up those Mascherano's, 3 Mascherano's. You could get that guy. Crazy free-to-play stuff. You got to roll the dice every day. You got to go to different stadiums. Goated as heck. These exchanges were awesome. You got to do those 3 exchanges every week or daily. I love this event, man. I started my channel on this Euros birthed Vishy FC, okay? So this event is going to go into GOATed. It's a GOATed event, okay? It's amazing. I don't care what you say. Next event, I'm going to go quickly. Captains, there was a Cruyff card. Next one we need to talk about is the UCL Road to the Final. I'm going to combine the entire UCL section of the past year into this, okay? So this one was GOATed because they had this Road to Final OVR upgrade that everyone, the market was actually relying on, okay? People were like, I need to buy this player. If I buy Holland, they might win, they might get this. They had this thing you could play. You had to play head-to-head matches, rack up these points, and I packed some genuinely insane cards from this, okay? This was the best UCL event. Now, since you could pack all those cards and get those overalls and get those actual live OVR boosts, especially affecting the market, I'm putting this in amazing. It was a good event. Puertos ones, both of these events, I'm going to put them into pay to win. There was barely any cards. They did not show much representation. I don't even remember it much. Same goes for the new UCL event. You had like Hakimi and those guys. You had Hakimi, Due, super pay to win. There was no cool event, nothing you could do. There was an OVR boost for the UCL one, like the Chouameni and stuff. But Real Madrid lost, so I'm being biased. These icon UCL ones were insane, dude. Remember the Beckham card? That was insane. I'm putting this into decent. Those were some decent cards. Anyways, 35,000. Shout out to him anyways, but as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and put this into decent, okay? The Lunar New Year one with Alphonso Davies, I don't even remember. I'm putting this in Dogwater Poo Poo. No great memories. This card, all I remember, Seedorf, Pele. Gonna put this into decent. I'm speedrunning because what am I supposed to do? La Liga. La Liga was decent. They had the Mbappe card, the Vinicius Jr. card. Pretty decent. It really was important for free-to-play players. So I'm going to put this in, you know what, even amazing. There's this Lewandowski card. They were expensive exchanges, but they were kind of necessary for the game. Now, next up, let's talk about the CONMEBOL Libertadores. This one mattered. That's because this event had that Pele card, which just terrorized everyone for so long. It had some few selections, like the league token cards or whatever. But because of that Pele card and being able to get it from Star Pass, it actually has some market effect. I'm gonna put this in No, I'm gonna assume this one is the Copa America. I don't have the same kind words for the Copa America one, okay? They goofed on this one. And I'm saying that is because there were some cool cards, but they had Vinicius Jr. as a 99 center forward. What were you thinking, mate? Not it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this event in the pay to win section because that's where it belongs. Now, the next one I want to talk about is going to be the Ballon d'Or event, guys. Now, the reason why I like this one, it was in the earlier seasons of my, YouTube channel beginning. Some pretty cool events. They had the gallery. I don't think you were still able to pick up these cards. But nonetheless, you got to pick up this free Ronaldo. The pay-to-win packs were amazing. There were the chain packs and stuff. You got to pick up those, guaranteed Ronaldinho or Bellingham or some other card. So I'm putting this in decent, pretty cool hype event, cool concept. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the trick or treat ones, okay? Now, I'm going to call this one pay to win. Now, listen, I'm a fan of Halloween. I love dressing up in costumes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say they had a great selection of cards. This layout card dominated. Van Dijk, Van de Ven was insane. Super duper fast. But I think it was just pay to win packs. There was nothing else. There wasn't so much to grind. Maybe they had the weekend grind challenge, but that's about it. So that's why I'm putting this in pay to win. Now, the next event I'm going to be talking about is a Dynasties event. Now, this is just going to be in the because it was one of those events that it had a weird glitch in it. What I'm talking about is the fact that if you did the connection, or if you went on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, people posted which ones you have to select to get which ones. The cards were really underwhelming, nothing crazy. I mean, was this the one with the Milinkovic brothers in it? I think the Milinkovic goalkeeper and the center mid was a hype one, so nothing cool. Now, Icon Chronicles, phenomenal. All the cards they added, Beckham, this, that. Icon Chronicles, insane. Hallelujah. I'm not gonna praise you because I don't have anything to add to it. It was phenomenal. Now, the next one I want to talk about are both of these ones, which are the MLS icons, which I'm going to put into the decent section. Now, they had a cool assortment of cards, okay? Now, some of them you were able to pick up for free in the era section. This was really cool. I remember seeing that Beckham card you could get for free. The Thierry Henry card you could get for free. Really important stuff, okay? So that's why I'm going to go ahead and put this in the decent. It was really nice. I loved it. I'm American, so I like the fact that they had these cards. I learned a lot about the country's own history, you know? Now, the team of the week one, I'm going to say is decent. I'm not going to speak into much. I haven't used it much, so I don't know. Lunar New Year one, I'm going to put this into don't even remember much. This is the first anniversary with those cards like Stevie G and stuff. Now, I'm going to put this as amazing because it was the beginning of FC Mobile. It was the birth of it. Now, it was a bit pay to win. I'm going to take this down to decent, actually, because all I got was Stevie G. People had stuff like Neymar, Messi, and CR7. I didn't, dude, and I'm still salty about it. Now, let's go to the initial team of this year. This one was amazing. I loved it. The 2024 one was cool, but not... The exchanges were what really made it, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Crazy cool cards, amazing, but these exchanges, please bring them back, EA, please. I love these exchanges. Just please bring them back, man. Then we got Aqua versus Inferno. Not as cool as Rivals. You had Maradona. You had those, cards. It didn't make much sense. I'm putting this into And then this one is Defining Legacies. I'm going to put this into amazing because they gave you the pack from taking a 109 card, exchanging it in for a 111. Really cool exchange. I think that's a W. But this is going to be my final list, lads. I think I might have missed Centurions. I mean, they had Zico in that event and Van Roon Ristelrooy. I'll put it into but this is my final structure, okay? My final rating. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Peace.